Hello, Earth signs. This is your reading for July 2020. Please subscribe to my channel. You can contribute to the channel by sharing the videos that you see here. You can also donate some money to make the channel grow. You can also donate to Black Trans Lives. Underneath, I put links to different organizations that help people who are in need. And yeah, I hope that you enjoy this this reading and that it gives you the insight that you need. I'm gonna start with Taurus right now. Yeah, so let's go. Hi Taurus, I hope you are having a wonderful June and that your July brings you lots of beautiful blessings. I'm gonna show you the cards that I got for you and then we're gonna interpret them together, okay? So we start here with the Queen of Cups. Then we have the Knight of Wands. We also have the Knight of Swords. 2 knights for you so far. We have the 5 of Swords. We also have Zana or Zana, and this card talks about or says that you are protected from all types of harm. The worst is now behind you. I ask you to relax and feel safe. So that's a good card to have. Celeste is also here. This is an angel that showed up for you. Both of these are angels, Zana and Celeste. Happy move to a new home or place of employment is in the works. This movement will usher in positive new energy. We also have from the Mermaids deck the Contemplation Time card. And this is saying spend time alone, meditating upon what you truly desire. Then we have Self-Reliance from the Faeries deck. And we've got Follow Your Own Rhythm. Really beautiful card. We've got, again, oh wait, no, we had the Queen of Cups and now we have the King of Cups. So we've got the counterparts here, finding balance within this reading. We also have, ooh, this one was reversed, interesting. It says maybe it means that it really needs to be listened to and or paid attention to, and it's called I Listen to Opposing Opinions. And lastly, we have Knowledge. So Taurus, let's see, let's talk about this. It looks to me, Taurus, that there is great strength in finding time alone by yourself right now, and contemplating on what has gone by, what has happened in the past year or past few months. I would say, give me a second here to fix my chair. There you go. Okay. So it looks to me like there is definitely like a lot of this part of you that still struggles with the need to be right, and the need to assert yourself about certain things. And it's really, I think what I'm hearing the most is that it's not really helping you. It's okay for you to know your opinions and to believe in what it is that you believe in, but aggressively trying to convince others that your way is the right way is keeping you sort of in this energy of fear, even though there's nothing for you to really fear here. It seems so much like you know, the angels are saying that you are being protected from harm. Perhaps you have been through harm in the past, even though it's not really necessarily talking about that even. But if it is the case, it's saying like you're not really at harm. Like you're not, there's nothing in your life, like you're defending yourself without needing to. Like nothing is trying to destroy you. Nothing is trying to make you fall apart. And you have this knowledge. You know that this is true. Yet you keep going back to needing to explain yourself or needing to make your opinion heard. When it's really not so much about your opinions, it's like this part of your life, it's more about your emotions. This is why the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups both showed up, right? So it's not really time for you to step into your logical side at all. It's so much more about you owning more of your emotions and learning how to become vulnerable and learning how to, instead of put this very I'm sorry about the kids outside, instead of putting on this very this armor of needing to defend yourself and needing to prove you're right. Both of these cards are very much about that, are very much about this is my point of view, and sure, you can be right, but what do you consider winning? What do you consider actually achieving something? If you win by logic but you lose in emotions, then you're not really achieving happiness in any way, and you're pushing people away. Five of Swords talks a lot about that, being careful not to push people away because you have this opinion about something that you really, really believe in, and you want to, assert yourself, and you want to a point where it's aggressive, to a point where it's difficult and hurtful to others, and it makes people want to walk away. So really watch out for that defensiveness, for that, I know that Tauruses can be pretty stubborn. So this is not this time of your life is, is so much about you, being able to connect to yourself in a more vulnerable and emotional way, and not put yourself down, but on the contrary, be able to remember that you survived a lot of things and you have been there for yourself since the beginning. Self-reliance, it talks about how you can rely on yourself. Even if you've made mistakes before, you have to believe that you have good intentions for yourself for the future, and that you are learning, and that you are going to raise your vibration, raise your awareness, grow from the things that you from the things that you learned in the past. And then following your own rhythm is a lot about just letting yourself be organic and natural, and following the beat of your own drum, right? And just letting your soul do what it needs to do right now. Yet, it's not about it's not a selfish thing. It's not at all. It's more of listening to others, especially when this came reverse. It might be talking about how you're not really being able to see it from another's point of view. You don't need to follow their rhythm. You don't need to do what they believe in. You can follow your own rhythm, but you can listen to them and be curious instead of it's like a dialogue rather than a debate, right? You don't need to debate with people anymore. You can you can put down the debate. You can turn your eyes to curious eyes rather than then you were wrong, you know, or defensive eyes, like you're trying to attack me. Like sometimes people have different opinions, and it seems like it's a threat that they have that, like a different opinion, but it's actually not a threat. It's just a different opinion. And if people try to convince you, you can follow your own rhythm. It's okay. But you don't have to defend it. You don't have to defend yourself. You don't have to convince anybody else of anything. You just follow your own rhythm. You are protected. There's like positive new energy coming in. There's like a move or a change. Could be in a job or a house that you're gonna move into. But you are like the bad stuff happened. The bad stuff already happened. So now you're you're contemplating after the tower fell. After, it's like that time after, like after the rumbles, you know, and at some point you're gonna want to start moving forward. This is why the Knight of Wands is here. The Knight of Wands isn't really interested in convincing anybody of anything. He's interested in adventure. He's interested in trying new things. He's interested in not settling. He's going, you know, for, like, he's probably one of the most active of all the knights. And it's not, I mean, I guess Knight of Swords can be pretty active too, but it's more of like a very masculine, almost toxic masculine type of like, I'm gonna get in there and I'm gonna conquer what's mine. But this is more of like, I'm gonna go, but I'm gonna go over here and over there and over there and over there, and I'm gonna check this out, I'm gonna check that out, and I'm gonna, you know, it's not about settling. It's not a Knight of Pentacles, for example. He's on the road, you know. It's like the Dharma punks. This reminds me of that a little bit, that, like, you know, on the road trying to find out about life and by experiencing. So always remember, though, that it's like the logic, the analytical mind isn't going to help you right now. You have a beautiful counterpart here, relationship here with the King and the Queen together. You're being able to integrate those energies within yourself. It could also be that you have a really beautiful relationship where you both can be vulnerable. So really, really cherish that, and know that you are an independent person and you can try things. As long as you keep being vulnerable and as long as you keep sharing your feelings, everything is going to be okay. Everything is going to be just fine. You're gonna succeed, okay? And like new things are gonna come, new adventures are gonna come, and you're gonna be able to share your emotions and not need to trample anybody with your opinions, because you know that they'll have their opinions and you're okay with that because you listen to their opinions, and then you have yours, and you know, and you rely on yourself. And even, you know, it's, I think self-reliance can be hard sometimes, because when we make mistakes, we can be really critical and judgmental of ourselves, especially if other people feel that way about us too. But remember that you are learning and you're human, and yes, you are, you know, you are enough and you are perfect the way you are. And at the same time, you're still learning, and you're not going to stop learning. You know, it's not going to be this lifetime that you're going to stop learning. So just keep that in mind. Keep that you are loved. Keep, you know, keep this idea of the emotions. Like, you know, like this is enough. It's Queen and King. You know, this is enough. You are enough. And you rely on yourself, but you're always learning, and that's where self-reliance comes from, is learning that you're always gonna keep learning, and no one really is here to not learn. Everyone is learning something. So just remember that. Be open to change. You have a lot of knowledge that you didn't have before, and you're going to take that knowledge and you're going to use it for your future, okay? Very wise. Very wise. Stay wise, please. Don't don't stray from your wisdom and your knowledge. And don't stray from being vulnerable. This is, I think, the most important part of it. Yeah, I think that's all I'm seeing here, Taurus. Have fun, you know, enjoy yourself. Go on those adventures for sure. I think that there's a lot for you to experience in life, and some of it will be uncomfortable, some of it will be comfortable, some of it will feel, you know, ecstatic and happy, and other things will feel difficult. But ultimately, I think it's anything that we go through is, you know, valid. So enjoy your July 2020, and I will see you next month. Yeah, bye. Hello there, Virgo. How are you doing? I hope your June 2020 has been really good. I am going to show you the cards that I got for you, and then we're going to start interpreting them together, okay? So first, I see the Chariot here. Then we have the Ten of Wands. We also have the Teacher. We got the Queen of Pentacles. There's the Queen of your element. We also have Archangel Michael. And it says here, I am with you, giving you the courage to make life changes that will help you work on your divine life purpose. Then we have self-employment from the Mermaids, and this is saying you're born an entrepreneur and your business is surrounded by magical opportunities. Then we have sexuality. We also have the Sacred Fool card. We've got also the Fool. Oh my God, twice. That's cool. We got, I respect the property of others. And lastly, we have the Ace of Air, I believe. So the Ace of Swords, which is this beautiful dragon. Okay, Virgo, let's see here. It looks to me that you're stepping into your power in July, and there's some new stuff coming. There's like new energy in here. You're very protected in this new journey, this new beginning. And I think that it's going to be very fruitful for you. I feel like you are in a place in your life where you can really, you're like feeling this fruitfulness, and you can give and receive really easily, or more easily than you have in the past, I think. There's clarity that's like, I think that this is something that actually you've been dealing with or searching for a while now, this whole concept of clarity that perhaps you felt very confused for a really long time, not knowing exactly like where to go, but clarity is something that's coming in more and more into your life. There's also like a lot of self-reliance or specifically with your financial and career areas. And there's definitely like moving on to like a better place in your life, letting go of burdens and things that are really, really difficult for you. And then like respecting the property of others is a really interesting card here to me, because it relates to I think it has to do with boundaries, and I think that that's something that you are learning more and more, if not for others, for yourself. Like learning how to relate to other people's things and space and all, and you know, time and what people can give you, and what you can give to others as well. I think that this is, you know, it goes both ways, I believe. Learning how to relate better to boundaries and learning how to set boundaries better for yourself in your life. But there's definitely like the major energies here are the Fool energy, which is all about a new beginning. The Fool is not afraid to jump into something new, right? He's just like straight into the valley. Like he does not care if he will fall. He doesn't care if he will fail. He trusts. He is a very innocent creature. He's, you know, the first of the tarot cards of the major arcana, number 0 actually. And it's all about potential, and it's all about like he has the whole world at his feet, and he is ready for a journey, for a new journey, for something completely new, fresh. So he's going on that journey, and he is being divinely guided. He is not being guided by his ego. He's not being guided by his lower self. He knows that something new needs to happen, and so that's where he is like heading towards. Hi. So, you know, the Fool is a very, very important archetype of the tarot that that can help you right now if you have found it difficult to trust the world around you or people around you. I think that you are rebuilding that trust and being able to finally get back in touch with it, because, you know, you are the owner of your life. Like you own your life, right? So you choose what it is that you want in your life. And not only that, but, you know, it is, like I said before, it is divinely guided. And so this, you know, that's why Michael is with you, in order to protect you in this divine life purpose, right? So you're actually heading towards your life purpose, and this is why you're protected right now, because you're not straying, you're not being distracted from what you're meant to do here on earth. You're actually heading right straight towards it. And I think that it does have to do with, because Virgo is the sign of serving. You are probably one of the most incredible givers of the whole zodiac. You are able to serve others in such a beautiful, beautiful, humble way. And the Queen of Pentacles is exactly that. She is, you know, the queen of the physical world. She's able to help people around her, help herself, help things grow, really be able to actually make quite a ton of money. And especially with the self-employment, like if you're thinking of doing something that you're your own boss, or you're creating a business, or you're starting something by yourself, you have the potential to make it grow into something incredible. You just have to, like, the thing with this is that you have to set your mind for success, right? Because our minds are really powerful. And I say this to almost every sign, every reading I do, because it's the most truthful thing that I have learned in witchcraft, is that like whatever we think, we have to really be careful with what we want to believe, because the mind will do its own thing. But what we decide, if we are conscious about our mind, we decide what it is, what beliefs we want to adopt and which we don't want to adopt. So really focus on like sitting with yourself and really like focusing very, very much in your own power, and standing in your power, like what makes you feel the most powerful. Not in a way that is, not in a fake power type of way, but in an actual like inner power, like not like everyone sees this, and you know, I mean, there's nothing wrong with being recognized, but it's not so much about being recognized, it's more about recognizing yourself and standing in your own. This is so much about conquering. It's a very masculine force. The teacher is known as the Emperor in other decks, and it's the King of Kings. So if there is like, he doesn't have a kingdom, he has an empire. He's an emperor, right? So he is the top dog. He's above, you know, all of us, everyone, and he takes the action that is needed to be able to serve and protect his empire. So, you know, that plus also sexuality. These cards go really well together because the Emperor is a card of Aries. If you read here, Fire, Aries, Mars, right? Which is all about action and sex and fornication and all these different types of things. So connecting to your sexual self will be really, really important in July as well. Perhaps discovering parts of yourself that you didn't think you knew before, like with the Fool here, you know, there's newness. So maybe this is something that's coming in here with the Emperor and sexuality, is like discovering other sexual parts of yourself, discovering things so that they don't become stale and always the same, right? So if you want something different, it's urging you to step into that power and really explore that, because there's a lot that can come out of it, not only in your sexual life, but in your life of consciousness and your relationship with yourself, accepting yourself for whatever it is that you're trying to do. And even if you don't like it, it's better to try it than not, you know. So, and always, of course, you know, make sure that you're respecting people around you and that there's consent and all of that. But yeah, I think that will bring you more clarity in your life. And I think that clarity just in general is something that has been really important for you to tap into. So this is why the Ace of Swords is here, really connecting to you in a way that is helping you see things without a fog. You know, there's no like before, things might have been foggy and weird, and feelings might have been confused, and you know, you didn't have the information you needed for certain things, and now it seems like you do have it, and you know much more than you did a while ago about whatever it is that you needed to know in order to move forward, right? Chariot. So coming from your heart, coming from love, moving forward. The Chariot is the car. You get into the car and you go. You don't look back. You just go ahead. You go forward. You move forward into your life, and it's going to be better. Cancer card, another card about nurturing and loving, being very motherly, you know, Queen of Pentacles here. I think that there's a lot about, you know, just being of servitude and helping others. Maybe this job that you're trying to create, this career you're trying to create, can be very helpful for others. Don't give up. Don't, you know, like, don't, just try your best to continue it forward. And it is about you with yourself rather than you with other people. It's self-employment. It's like you starting something, not you working for someone else's company, not you, you know, it's like, and even like you starting something with someone, it's not about that. It's about you doing it yourself, because you do it well and you do it. Your intentions are incredible and you have the power to stepping into your power of creating something that's solely yours. Because you deserve that. You deserve that, you know, that much power, you have a lot to give. And sometimes when you mix with other people, which I'm not seeing, like, this is not talking about you mixing with others. It's very much like self-reliant, like go and do it yourself. It, you know, when you mix with other people, it can get, like, their stuff can get in the way sometimes, and it can be, you know, then you have to deal with like their karma and their stuff, and you are supposed to be receiving. And if you try to mix it with someone else, it might be, you might just have to, like, it might be delayed. It might, you know, I'm not saying necessarily don't employ people, because what the 10 of Wands is doing here is saying that you do need to delegate and you do need to share responsibilities so that you're not carrying it all yourself. So like, being a leader isn't really doing much. It's more of like directing people. And even in that way, you're still serving, because you're, you know, starting something new. And you're helping people towards a goal that will make them benefit from it. But it does not mean that you have to do it all yourself. So do hire people if you can. Perhaps not in the beginning, because you might not be able to, you know, it takes time sometimes, but you do have the power and you do have the ability to give. And mostly, like, there's a lot of needing to receive here too. So, like, don't put it all on your back, but also you be the leader. You step on that role, rather than like share it with others, because, you know, I don't want to take it for myself. This is not about that. It's about you benefiting other people's lives by being a leader. So even though it seems like it might be an egotistical thing to do, to take that role of leader, that's actually what is being asked of you. And it's not egotistical at all, because you are going to be helping people. It's just not in the way that's like, I'm sharing leadership. That's not really what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be a leader, and you're supposed to be exchanging information with others, working with others. But you're the emperor. You go above. You tell them what to do, and in a very nice way, in a very respectful way, in a very loving way, very nurturing way, very caring. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to be an a-hole. But you do need to be a leader, because you do have a lot to offer to a lot of people. So, and you're not supposed to be sharing that power that you have. You're supposed to be stepping into that power, okay? So good luck with your new venture. Do make sure to connect to your sexual side. You're gonna rock the self-employment stuff. You're gonna totally be the leader of it, and you're gonna be able to delegate it, and you're gonna be able to benefit many people's lives from doing this. You have so much to give. You remember boundaries. Remember to set boundaries and to respect other people's boundaries. Remember that you're protected, and remember to just move forward, because you have clarity and you know what you're doing. Don't doubt yourself, okay? thank you so much, Virgo. I hope you have an amazing July, and that if you would like to comment, I would love to know if this resonates with you. And yeah, give it a like, a share, subscribe, and come back anytime. I do this every month, and I'm actually going to start growing it more and more. Maybe I'll start doing pick a card readings and such. So stay around, stick around, hang out with me, and I'll see you next month. Okay, kisses, Virgo. Hello, Capricorn. How was your June? I hope it's going pretty well. We're still in it. July is coming just around the corner, so I'm going to show you the cards that I got for you, and then we're going to interpret them together, okay? So the first card that we have is the Ace of Wands. Then we have the Ten of Pentacles. We also have Suspension, or also known as the Hanged Man. We've got, the Three of Wands reversed. I don't usually get reversed cards, but Mystique is here too. It says, keep charging ahead and don't take no for an answer. Expect miraculous solutions to appear. Then we have Playtime. The Dolphins know the importance of playing, as joy creates miracles and manifestation. That's going to be a hard one for you, Capricorn. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be shady. I'm a Capricorn dominant, so I understand sometimes. Not fully, because I do have my Leo sun, but anyway. Next card is Positive Expectations. Then we have Every Journey Starts with a Single Step. We also have the Five of Cups. And the Nine of Cups. And then we have I Follow My Inner Guidance. And lastly, we have Desire. Okay, Capricorn. And there you are. Look at you. Well, I guess this is more of like a ram, so it's more like Aries, but it's funny that I just noticed that there. Okay, Capricorn. So what do we see here? I'm going to come right out and say that there is a part of you that's a little bit afraid of looking forward, and like just there's like lack of foresight, or not being able to look at your long term and what you want for like 10 years from now. I wonder if it would even be positive for you to be able to connect to that by making a plan, even if it doesn't necessarily turn out the way you want it to, just to sit down and like, what is your plan for a year from now? What's your plan for 10 years from now? What's your plan for 20 years from now? And really, like, because I do think that you are incredible manifestors, and if you are able to tap into that wisdom within yourself, there is a lot that you can end up, finding out about yourself and what you want, what you desire, right? There's a desire card coming out here. So let's see. So with the Hanged Man, I see that there might have to be a moment where, well, you're actually probably in a moment right now where you're just waiting for something. I'm sorry for the noise. So the, you know, I'm sorry, let me just concentrate again. Okay. So, as I was saying, with the Hanged Man, I see that you are probably in a moment right now where you're just waiting, right? You're just stuck in that tree. A lot of people that go through the Hanged Man card happen to be in a place, it's kind of like like a trigger warning, but like an alcoholic trying to get off alcohol or going to AA or something like that. You know that it's a difficult journey, but it is ultimately for the best in the long term. And I think that these cards together here, these two cards right next to each other, the Three of Wands in reverse plus the Hanged Man, it's saying for you to reflect upon what it is that you want to manifest in the future, relating to your life in general. Like, what is it that you want for your long term, and what is it that you need to drop right now to be able to reach this place in a way that is whole and that is healthy, and that is because you need to stick around, Capricorn. You're very valuable, right? And you need to stick around in a way that is going to last, because you have so much to contribute to the world. I really do believe that Capricorns are like some of the most hardworking, incredible people. And they help so much. They help the world so much in so many different ways. And I know it's not just about helping the world, being in life. It's about growing. It's about evolving. It's about learning about yourself. And I think that you do have a lot of that for the future. You do have a lot of you still have a lot to learn about yourself. And this is why you know, focusing on growing and focusing on evolving is going to be very important. And like, what, you know, how is it that you want to stick around, and what is going to help you stick around too, because we want you around, Capricorn. We surely do. Okay, so there is I'm like getting some, like, I'm feeling frustrated. I don't know if I'm picking up on your energy right now. It's like this sort of like irritation of like just not being able to like get ahead or like do something, or like it feels very like, I don't know. It's an interesting feeling. I don't know if this is just me PMSing or something. But I do feel like there might be something like that going on with you too, even though it's not necessarily. Although, I mean, I see like they keep charging ahead here, and they don't take no for an answer. So I think that there is part of you that with this Hanged Man card that feels very stuck in one place, and this is what's causing irritation and frustration. And that or it's not, and it's just me right now. Okay, this is totally possible too. But if it's not, that's totally fine. I think it's just saying for you to keep moving forward, and to charge ahead, and also know where you are heading towards. Like, really sit down and like plan where you want to go. Who do you want to be in 1 year, in 10 years? And then just let it be, because, you know, we don't have to obsess over the things that we want to manifest, because otherwise they don't really happen. But we can take the action, and we can contemplate on it. And then we can let go and just have fun, you know, playtime. Playtime is the way that things manifest. You sit down, you do the work, you write it down, you know, focus on what it is that you want, and then you let it go and you just have fun, right? And then that's when it comes about. That's when the flower blooms, right? Ultimately, I do think that you do know, and I think that sometimes that can be the hardest part of manifesting, is knowing what it is that you want to manifest. But you do know, you have, and that's why this is here. It's like, follow your inner guidance, follow what you know within you to be the thing that you want. And it is a very intuitive type of card. It's not really about it's not about logic. It's not about anything analytical. It's more of like, what do I feel? What do I feel that I desire? What desire do I feel coming? And what desire should I pay attention to? She's very like connected to this like beautiful energy that goes upward. It's almost like an ascension type of energy, like looking upward towards something, without, of course, you know, losing your ground, but being able to look upward, aim high. And even though you're going through mourning and you're going through like letting go of a lot of things and the way things were, and perhaps relationships that you're still letting go of and, you know, saying goodbye to, there's still, you know, those 2 cups are right behind you. This is the 5 of Cups, and it usually shows someone looking at these 3 cups that have fallen. So it's like a very spilt milk type of energy. But the thing about it is that behind them, there are 2 cups standing up. So it says that it's not over. It's not the end of anything. It's only a 5. And it's only 3 cups that fell. You still have the 2. And the 2 of Cups is the card of commitment and love and just being connected, feeling connected to something. So it's almost like, you know, the 3 of Cups is great. It's like a big fun party. But the 2 of Cups is for the long run. It's a real connection. It's not the big party where everyone thinks they know each other and they're like getting drunk, or, you know, and it's totally fine to have that. That's great energy too. It's, you know, 3 of Cups is fun energy. It's playtime energy, right? But the 2 of Cups is more of like, I'm here for you. I'm here with you. We are in this together, and I can you know, I can hold space for you, for ourselves. This is love. This is connection. It's a beautiful, beautiful symbolism. And it's everythh that you ever wanted. So it's the Knight of Cups, right? It's like, and it's surprising. It's something that, you know, you might write down in your 10-year plan what you want, but there are certain things that are going to come that you didn't ask for, that are really, really, really good. And you didn't even think that it could be possible that that thing could happen. But it's because you put your mind into the future and you thought about it. It's because you made the effort that you get this like secret surprise, this like really like your heart's true desire. Like, again, we're coming back to this desire energy, this like, what is it that you want? There are certain things that we want that we don't even know about, that we don't, you know, that we just know when it happens. So this is what this is. It's all of these cups, like, I mean, you know, these cups are like pouring their like beautiful juices on top of these flowers who totally needed it, and like needed this like, you know, wonderful gift from the sky. So that's freaking cool. That's freaking cool. There's a, you know, there's something ending and something beginning. I think that what is ending has to do with the physical realm. Like you've mastered the 10 of Pentacles, which is all about like security, safety, financial, abundance, and like even like being able to be connected to your body and stuff like that. Like, you know about this quite a lot, I think. And I think that what is coming that's new is this Ace of Wands, which is a new creative beginning. So it's not so much about the physical realm anymore. It's about the imagination and creativity, and something that will spark people's souls and will make your soul feel fulfilled and like passionate, you know. So that's really freaking cool, Capricorn. Keep your expectations really positive. Keep your like expect the best. This is why I think this card, like, she's looking upward toward the sky. It's, and look, both of them, isn't that beautiful? You can just see them like looking at like above them, above their world, even like what is above, what's, you know, what's heavenly, what is it that you want to manifest that's up there, you know, like where is that? And even here, this was actually looking upward towards this, so it's almost like looking at this, like I need to look at this. I need to look at my future, because I'm not getting foresight right now. I need to really focus on it, because it's all reversed, and it might be making you anxious, like, oh, what's gonna happen, like, you know, I don't know. I mean, we don't really know what's gonna happen, and it's okay to feel anxious, but if you have a plan, it might make you feel a little more safe, a little more secure. So really do that. Here's another lady looking upward towards the sky. It starts with a single step. Every journey starts with a single step, right? So take the steps, keep charging ahead. There's, you know, solutions coming, miraculous solutions. Don't forget to play. You know, remember that, like, it doesn't matter where you are. It just matters that you start. And I think that you're really gonna, I just love all this, like, beautiful looking upward. You might be feeling upside down right now, but if you're upside down, you know, that's a new perspective, right? And like being able to look at the world with new eyes in order to look forward with new eyes can be very helpful. So use that new perspective to reflect and to build a plan for yourself of what you want to become. Go for the like highest you can go. Like go for the, like, you want to be a movie star? Put it in your plan. 10 years from now, 5 years from now, you want to be working with Tarantino? Fuck Tarantino, I don't even know. You want to be working with Almodovar? You want to be, you know, you want to be in I don't know, you want to make your own movies? You want to be your own movie director? You want to be premiering? And, you know, like whatever it is, aim high, look high. If it's something even higher than that, that's fine. Go for it. Surprises are coming. You know, and a new beginning is coming. A more exciting, more passionate beginning is coming. Charge ahead, have fun, play, and go for what you want. Go for what you desire, like entirely. Like what makes you go like, oh, yes. Okay. Okay, Capricorn. So I hope you have an amazing July, and I hope that it's really fun to make this new plan for yourself and for your future. I love you very much, and I can't wait to see you next month. Come back anytime. Subscribe to my channel, and yeah, I'll see you around. Take care, honey. Bye.